Hello, this is Tom with the Organic Learning Farm. It's August what? August 5th, I think. Anyhow, I thought I'd do an update. August 8th, wow. Okay, August 8th. Thought I'd do an update on the farm. Just recently got my mixing board at least to work with. Hello, I know you're there. That's Ginger, yeah. And she's always noisy. And just got my system going, so I like playing nice music that the neighbors could enjoy. Let's take a walk around and see where we're at. It's been an interesting time, and there's been ongoing progress here at the farm. We've had a donor come in and sponsor certain items for the farm and really give it a boost, and we are eternally grateful for that. This right here is a outside bathroom that will be used by the education center, which is really exciting. Someday there will be an education center here. We're working on it one step at a time. The whole place has been cemented in to allow for water drainage, proper water drainage in the facility, which has been really a blessing. Incidentally, these are handicap accessible, so that's kind of cool. Like I said, 2 toilets here, and the handicapped area will be also the woman's bathroom. And yeah, and so this has been all cemented in, and I just want to take a quick look around. We are still in the process of things. Our contractor, Roy, with FTR Construction, he is an American we were blessed to have come in here to the farm and do things. I cannot get into building 2 right now without going through the door. The lock seems the key just isn't working lately. I'd like to go inside and take a look there, but cannot do it right now. But as you start moving along, you know, things start changing in your mind about what the facility can accomplish, what it could look like, and what it could be. These used to be quail cages, or the start of quail cages, and I've decided that these cages would be better spent on the new rabbit area that will be started very soon. So again, all this cement has been done here, including where the new rabbit area is going to be, and that's right around here. I'm quite excited about this area. Walkway has been made, and this area right here will be used to shelter rabbits. Initially, I thought that the quail cages would go over here, and as much as I love quail, they're easy birds to raise. I have a line on how to get them, but they're just really, there's not much really that they can offer, other than, well, they can offer education to the children, and it still may happen someday, but for now, rabbits are the order of the day. So this area right here is, those cages that I just showed over there are 3 meters. So 3 meters on this side will have, that'll be a grow out area for baby rabbits, and that can be a 2-level area with good space. And there'll be cages on this wall right here, which is 3 meters. Oh no, 4 meters. Sorry, I have it backwards. This is 4 and that's 3. And this 4 meters right here will have a very roomy, caged farming area here with a collection system underneath, or a waste collection system underneath. And yes, I know you're there. Okay, so that's, I'm very anxious to get that going, and we'll be moving on that soon. Right now, we're waiting till next week to start moving again on this area here. But I can see the day where it will be completed. And the inside of this facility has been, the outside's been re-roofed. There's been a ceiling put inside with LED lights. The toilets are being done inside. Hot water will be put in there. So some really good developments in terms of movement on the outside, which is great. I'd like to make a pond here, frankly. Yeah, the more I see this, the more I'd like to make a pond here. And over there is an area that initially I had always thought would be a great motorcycle workshop, and teaching the local young people how to repair motorcycles could definitely enhance their career opportunities later on. But After more thought and considering the expensive tools and everything else that goes with motorcycle repair, I'm seeing this thing differently. And I have a couple very, what I consider very, very good ideas that will allow for training in an activity to create products that there's a market for, that we could either hire, well, first train and hire them, local people, young adolescents I would suggest on this one, to come in and create product for either commission or for salary or for something. We'll work something out, but something that'll benefit their lives as well as enhance the sustainability of what will be a farm here. So, moving along. Okay, this is actually the second time I've done this video. It came out a little fuzzy the first time, and I think maybe the lens was dirty. So I'm trying it again. Yeah, and the Education Center is definitely, our donor here is also a volunteer, and they have been cleaning the windows, which were really, really in need of, it was a lot of work. And our donor is also somebody who likes to work and has volunteered their time when they can to come in and do that. So this will be, again, the Education Center. Many people have seen this on other videos, and those tools will be put into a tool room that's being built. The bed will go into the other area. This will be a kitchen area here in due course, hopefully. This one needs some funds for a sink, and we still need a freezer, still need a stove. All those things are critical items, and a refrigeration room. We do have a refrigerator that was donated also to the farm, but it's not a freezer, but it's one step further, and this will be a refrigeration room. Initially it was a tool room. So it's when you do something like this, you have people that come in and who give you suggestions and let you see things differently, and that's okay as long as it stays on course to a vision that I see. And there always has to be somebody who directs the project, and that is not always an easy position to always be in, but somebody needs to make decisions, and that somebody seems to be me right now. And this will be a tool room, and I'm excited about that. We've had a new system installed for the water supply, which now is being piped to the back, which has been a real blessing, because giving the ducks water every day, sometimes 3 times a day, is difficult when you have to walk it from all the way over here. At one point I had to walk it all the way from the very front, from the water pump to the very back, but okay. So this used to be the rabbit area, and this has been cemented in. And this was also a suggestion that, at first I won't say I resisted it, but I set up the rabbit cages here because they were close to the house, and I like being close to the livestock. That's just the way I've always been. But this would be better close to the kitchen from a hygienic standpoint and everything else. And when there's children involved, kids can eat out here eventually if we have tables out here. This will be a dining area. It is roofed as well, which is really cool. I love this mango tree. She's my favorite. Anyhow, we have another one here. And yes, you're my favorite too. And the passion fruit, which started with 9 very small little bushes less than a year ago, now have done what I was hoping it would do, which is grow just along the fence, and it's starting to blossom now. If you look real hard, you see some fruits. I think there's one right there. Yeah, there's one. Let me see if I can zoom in on that puppy. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, I got it. So that's passion fruit. I love passion fruit. And I imagine that'll go down the fence quite a bit in due course. Got some more papaya trees over here. The moringa, we still got a couple, but a lot more attention needs to be put into that program. And the dirt from the front for the cement area has been put here, and the compost bin has have been taken down, so I have to rebuild that, level this out, get the dirt in there for traditional farming in due course. It's amazing how things grow in this soil. I mean, really, from what I can tell, there's no organic matter in the soil, but grass and weeds grow in it quite well. So I'm going to level it out and see what I can do. And This area is supposed to be that's a kitchen window right there, and there should be a sink on the outside too for a dispatching area for livestock and eventually produce. So there's a lot of work to still do. This area, I certainly had thought it could be for goats, and found a supplier for goats, but not sure that the idea will justify itself. Farming livestock, as most people probably know, requires that you feed them. And food is the key aspect. So, you know, this project has been really kind of worked from the back to the front. It just depends how you look at it. I mean, now the buildings are being taken care of, but there's only a 5-year lease on this property, so all the work on the front has been benefiting the landowner. And that's okay, but it's hard to get another reasonable lease after the end of the term when so much development is going on. And that's just the way it is, unless you own the land. So I've got 4.5 years, or 4 years and 3 months to make this happen. And that's what I'm doing. The aquaponics hasn't changed much, and that's really where the whole program should, in the ideal world, should have been started. If I would have had everything I needed in terms of funds to do this, then this would have started first. There's no doubt about it, because it takes about 7 months for it to get going. That's after you get it all in place, so there's a lot of work to do. But I'm passionate and I'm dedicated. This is a temporary rabbit area. Got, they're not out right now. So, there's a couple over there. But I've got 2 very, very, very good quality. There's one poking her head out. That's, let's see, that's the female. Yeah, she's the female. And the male is right next door. And then there's another male over there. So, got to get another female. But this is the start again. Sometimes you've got to start over. This is a second start. I had been infested with mites, or the rabbits have been infested with mites, and had some real challenges I had to learn from. So, we're learning as we go along, and we got to start on the rabbits. And this is thanks to many of those friendly people and donors and sponsors that have made this all happen. Cheers to Luca and Julia in Italy. And here are our ducks again. They're doing well. The water next door, we have a pond next door with an entrance inside the coop, and it's starting to fill. So once a day I let them in there, but I have several mischievous ducks that like to go over to the neighbor's yard, and that's not good. So they go out once a day, and yeah, that'll fill up in due course, maybe another month or so. So they'll really enjoy that. Just finished a coop today. Well, that's not actually finished. It's sitting pretty high. They sit pretty high as far as from the ground. And I'm going to go ahead and walk in and see what we got. But they're doing good, but they're not laying any more eggs. So I'll show you what I mean. I've got had 5 Muscovies. Here's the, let's see, she's the mother right here. That's a mother Muscovy. There's a father Muscovy, and there are babies right here. See the ones with the white right there? This one, that one. There's the other one, and there's 2 over there. And yeah, and I have a lot of drakes in here. But the thing about it is that these birds have come with me, and it's hard to eat them when, you know, you're not supposed to get attached to animals when you're doing farming. I know that. But these animals have been with me for a long time, and they will have to go, especially the males, the drakes. But for right now, they're just having fun and being ducks. There's the other enclosure over there. And they're both sitting kind of high. We don't have to be that high, but I don't like. I like being able to walk into an enclosure, and this needs to be buttoned down a little bit more. And I'll be working on that this weekend, as well as this one right here. And I've got an area eventually for a 3rd coop over there. I do have some drainage issues right here, but I'm working on it. So the duck program will come around. I can tell you that in terms of farming, my research has told me ducks are not going to be they're great for sustainability. There are benefits in having them, but at the end of the day, you know, there's just too much competition for ducks. There's a lot of people doing ducks out there and eggs. So, but it's okay. So, this area was shown once before. It's sitting on the back burner as an area that could be something at some point. I mean, chickens possibly. It's been earmarked for chickens, but wow, wouldn't it be cool to get turkey in there? I don't know. We'll see. But that's an idea that definitely keeps on coming to my mind. So coming around, so a lot has been done, as you can tell, and most of it has been done to the front. The building, what could be a homestay building in due course, that's been really fitted out. You know, I mean, when it's said and done, all said and done, I would have, you know, I'm not too much for fancy schmancy, but you have to listen to people, and people told me that it was important that, I just got bit by ants. That's why the camera is moving so much. You know, if I would have had, my real choice would have been, my real focus would have been on I would have started with the aquaponics, to be quite honest with you. I mean, but, you know, I'm of the thinking that do as the locals, but then there's another point of view that says, no, we need to bring the local people up to new ideas and so forth. So I agree with that as well. So that is the new developments. I hope the next video I show you will show the toilets, the bathrooms being done, the cement being done here, hopefully, the tool room being done, and yeah, in the rabbit area. So thanks for watching. I just like keeping everybody abreast of things, and wishing everybody peace, love, and success. This is Tom from the Organic Learning Farm. Thank you. Bye.